2.9 so I'm done. So that's pretty close. I have a little up here, down, another little up, and then it should be down. And the little ups, like there's ups and downs the whole way. I'm just saying up because from where I am to the top is up, but you go up and down the whole way up. You hear that wind? I'm standing behind this big rock, just blocking me a little bit. But we're almost done. I'm gonna say less than 2.5 miles. My bite valve on my water, this goes to a water bottle, I don't use a water bladder. It froze. I had to hold it in my mouth for about a minute to thaw it out so I could drink some water. I have other water, so I could have just grabbed the bottle. So I stuck it in there to keep it warm. I would say this is the closest to type 2 fun for this hike today. I'm not miserable, I'm fine. It's just cold and windy, but nothing of concern. No danger levels have been reached. I did just climb over a big fallen tree that split and fell over, and it looked very, very fresh. So I don't know if that happened today or recently. It was not from the hurricane because it was very fresh. All right, I'm gonna check the mileage, and I think I'm gonna be less than 2.5 miles to the end where my car waits. So exciting. Okay, I'm at the reroute. I'm here. This is the trail, and this is the blue blaze around
15:26 minutos con 20. Distancia 1.0.
So, where's the trail? I gotta look at. I don't need to do the reroute. I just need to find the original trail, which I'm thinking is this. But there's a temporary blazes. So let me find this. Starting to really turn into a beautiful day. And there's still wind and cold, but the sky is not all clouded over. Getting some views. You can see the trees. House down there. I am 9/10 from my car. Okay, so here's an update from my last clip. So the map it was difficult to figure out, but the trail is open now, so you can go through it. But when you would go up on far out to the place where the trail should have gone off, there was no trail. Nothing. I looked all around under trees and the brush because I know people have said they've used that. They've been on the old trail. Nothing. So I went back to the intersection where I saw the two trails, and there's a trail that went up a hill. I could not see any blazes, so I started walking on that and just looking at far out. And it showed that I was right next to the trail. So I just kept walking on it and kept walking, and I could see, if I looked up to the right, I could see like what looked like you could see a trail cut, but there was no way to get up to it. And it was like 10 feet away from me. Just up, I was walking along, and then there was like a straight up, and then you could see where it's a little flat. It's like 10 feet away. So I kept watching far out, kept watching, and then I rounded a corner, and there was a very, very faint trail that pulled in, but it is way overgrown. I don't think anyone could have been on it recently. And the last people I saw that went on it was, I'm not sure, maybe end of November. But so I don't know if far out was just glitching, and if that was just, I don't know. Anyhow, far out shows I'm on the trail now. I'm less than a mile away. I was trying to get there by 2:30, but I spent 15 minutes going up and down trying to find this trail. So Almost there. I think far out was just glitching because I got to another spot and it showed that I was off, and I backtracked, couldn't find anything, came back to where I was, and it showed I was on. So far is usually pretty accurate, showing that you're exactly there, but I think it was glitching. And I'm 2/10, quarter mile. You can see, or you can hear, the wind is horrible. Hopefully you can hear me. I didn't get my mic out. Oh, the trail looks like it's disappearing again. I gotta look at this. My car's down there somewhere. What seems to be the problem is they turned the Appalachian Trail into a logging road. And so it's super wide, and it looks like you're not on the trail, because if you're on the one side of the wide part, it shows that the trail should be, that you're next to it, if that makes any sense. But I can see the road, and we're gonna be there soon. Either that, or I'm on a logging road and I'm just close to where the trail used to be. See the road? See a gate. Can't remember. They must have gated it for the logging. Gotta find the parking lot. And there's the sign showing that I was on the trail. So I could have, if I had not gone back and forth trying to find it for far out to match up, I would have easily beat my time by 2:30. 2:37. So I missed it by 7 minutes, but I spent about 10 minutes going up and down trying to find the trail. And then I did it again 1 or 2 other times when I wasn't sure if I was on it or not. So I would have easily made my time. 16 miles, I think it's 16.1. 8 hours. I'm gonna go find where the trail goes off southbound, so I'll know when I come back. Here's where the trail keeps going. There's where I parked. Now I'm just missing 15 minutes in the middle, which I will get done tomorrow. So I'm in my car. My plan was to get here, start the car, turn the heat up, and then do my stretches, so that, because if I just sit down and bend my legs, I'm gonna tighten up. And when I do stretches, as soon as I'm done hiking, I don't. So that was the plan. It is so frigid and so cold here. It is colder now than it was when I started, and I'm probably less elevation. It is cold. Less elevation. Hold on, let me see what my elevation is. 37 something, and I was 6,000 something. Oh, it is cold in here. 6,000 something when I got to the peak, the summit, at the highest part. Okay. I gotta send it out far out. Hang on, I'm done on the trail. Everyone's gonna be like, is that ever? I'm gonna get a text from my sister saying, is everything okay? You never end at 2:40 in the afternoon. Didn't you got a couple more miles in you? Physically, I do. I could keep going. I could probably do, I did 16, I could probably do another 2 miles. I feel like I could do another 2 or 3 miles. It's not worth it. It's getting colder and colder and colder. The last the last 3 or 4 peaks, the wind was really, really strong, and it was just really frigid. So I'm not gonna do it. I could walk out 2 miles and walk back. I'd have to double them, because I'm not calling for a shuttle for 2 miles away. But I'm not gonna do that. I am going to get the heat moving. I'm going to drive down off the mountain. I think I'm going to find a gas station, top the car off with gas so I don't have to tomorrow, and get a protein drink. And I'm going to go back to my little room in the hostel and okay, I'm going to check my water filter. I carried it in I carried it in the pocket of my hoodie the whole day, and then I tucked it down inside my rain pants. Not a drop of ice, and it's warm. Save the filter. And the wind dried all my stuff out. I'm not even wet anymore. Alright, I'm gonna get going. A successful another weather event, and that is why stat can be considered short for thermostat. I'm gonna see what the temperature is. 25. Temperature is 25. So let's go. This Hughes Gap. This is where I came. There's no one behind me. I'm in a dirt road. This is where I crossed. You can see over there. That's the monument I had the picture of. And then the trail goes up there. And this is where, when I was coming down here, a little sign for the Appalachian Trail hikers. When I was coming down, it started to sleet. And then from here on out, which this was 6.6 miles in, that's when it started to rain. Well, it was already raining. So when it started to sleet, snow, and that's when the winds really picked up. And then the last 3 peaks, I want to say 3, but there were a lot of little peaks, but the last big 3 or 4, the wind there was just brutal, and it was freezing cold. Thoughtful portion. Half bottle. I'd drink the whole thing. This was certainly a refuge for me with this change of events with the weather. I'm back, cleaned up, relaxing in the warm. I could get used to this. No, I'm not going to be a hostel hopper, but it was nice for these circumstances. So basically what happened with this is the section I was planning to hike today had 4 miles of balds, and there was going to be rain and wind. The wind advisory 55 miles per hour, and temperature dropping quickly. Like it feels like -8. I don't think it actually got that cold where I was. I did not feel like it was that cold, but I had a perfect layering system for this. So what I did is I just skipped and I did tomorrow's miles today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do what I would have done today. Tomorrow it's still supposed to be cold, but it's not supposed to be windy, and so the wind apparently has cleared everything out, so it's gonna be really nice, and I might catch a sunrise tomorrow. I hope so. They even have a container of rice in case your cell phone gets wet. Do not eat. Okay, where should I sign the door?
And I take it one step at a time, adding the miles to the end. Making my way through the clouds. And I take it one step